I saw Detective Pikachu. Let's talk about it. When I first saw the trailer for this movie, I wasn't really sure what to think of it. I mean, Deadpool as a Pikachu? It was one of those things that was just pretty hard to believe. And on top of that, video game movies almost always suck hard. The only one that I've seen that I've liked was the Tomb Raider movie from 2018. So I went into this movie cautiously. And overall, it was pretty good. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this movie did surprise me with how competent it was directed. Not without its flaws, absolutely, but I can absolutely say that it's one of the best video game movies ever made. Then again, it's not like it had much competition, and still doesn't. Now first, I want to say that I haven't played the 3DS game of the same name, and frankly I'm not very interested in playing it anyway. So as someone who's not that much of a Pokemon game fan, I very well enjoyed this movie. The Pokemon themselves, regardless of their realistic style, all look either badass or just adorable. There's a scene with Bulbasaurs that I won't spoil, but it just makes me want a Bulbasaur so badly. Sure, sometimes it's easy to tell that it's just CGI, but for what it's set out to do, it really works. Now, about Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu. He did a good job. I'm sure his role was particularly tricky for him to pull off, but he really nailed it here. Granted, it's kind of hard to not hear Deadpool's voice coming from Pikachu's mouth, but that's more of a thing with the casting than the character. And speaking of the characters, they aren't particularly deep, all things considered. As basic of characters as you can get, honestly, but they're likable enough so that you want to see them succeed, and that's good enough, I suppose. The score for this movie is also pretty noticeable, with plenty of tracks that sound like cinematic versions of songs from the games, and I mean that in the best way. But now, if we're going to talk about the biggest problem in this movie, is the mystery is not a very good one. The villain especially is as cliche of a bad guy as you can get. Like literally, we're just like, I want to bring the human race to the next level. I want power and stuffs. No joke, the first time the character showed up on screen, I went, yep, that's the villain, and I was absolutely right. So, yeah, the flaws with the story and characters brought it down a few notches. But overall, though, for a live-action CGI hybrid, it was much better than it had any right to be. Not amazing, but for a video game movie, it's dang good. It's not for everyone, but it did its job fairly well, and I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Until then, I'm the Super Gamer, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!